After Jonathan Majors' arrest earlier this year, there was plenty of rumors that Loki Season 2 was delayed so they could reshoot and potentially fire and reshoot all of Kang the Conqueror. Now, the producer of the series tells us what happened and why this was never considered. So again, this comes at us from Kevin Wright, who is the executive producer of Season 2. And he talked about the whole situation regarding Jonathan Majors and all the reports out there by insiders and scoopers and outlets that they were actively looking at reshooting elements of the series, cutting out Jonathan Majors and recasting him. And he goes on the record and says, no, this was never the case. He says that they never, as I already talked about it, went back for reshoots and had them programmed in there. So no matter what happened with this case, there was never a scenario where that was going to happen because it wasn't programmed into their schedule. The delay was all circumstantial due to the new release schedule needing more time. So it does sound like that they were honestly pretty dead set on keeping him. Now I've seen this get a degree of backlash, people saying, but trials and all this. True, but Ezra Miller literally failed a bunch of trials and was proven to have done what they were accused of and still kept them on, even though they did reshoots during these times actively. So again, it's how you perceive it, right? If they didn't have any reshoots planned, they can't just spring an entire 6 weeks worth of reshoots, get everybody back together because nobody knew was coming. Again, casts and crews move on. Actors move on. They got free time. It would have been a whole different ordeal to get this up and running. Remember when this happened with Justice League? When Joss Whedon came on board and they were like, oh, you're taking over 6 weeks for Snyder after we just fired him. It was a mess. And then they completed it and had to go for more reshoots 3 months later. And it shows in the film. They obviously couldn't do it here and they were dead set on just going, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. We can't cut them out, and we're not going to. So they did what they could, really, and it was the only choice if you really look at it.